Alkaline vegan sweet and sour chickpeas. The ingredients for this recipe are 3 cups of cooked chickpeas, 2 whole bell peppers, 1 large red onion, the juice of 4 to 6 key limes, 6 tablespoons of agave or date syrup, 3 teaspoons of tamarind paste, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, and a pinch of cayenne. So to start off this recipe, we are going to be preparing our vegetables. So here I am slicing up 2 whole bell peppers, which is an orange and a red. So I'm slicing them in a medium thickness. You want to make sure that they are all evenly sliced so that they can cook evenly in the pan. So once you have them sliced up, you'll add them to the bowl. And then we'll get started with our red onion. So for the red onion, we are slicing it the exact same way with the same thickness because it's all going to be cooking at the same time, so we want it to finish cooking at the same time. Once you have that slice, you'll add that to the exact same bowl with the bell peppers. Leave no onion behind. And then you'll set this aside and we'll get started on our sauce. So to a glass bowl, I've already added the juice of 6 key limes. And now I'm going to add in 6 tablespoons of agave, or you could use date syrup. You could also use date sugar as well. If using the date sugar, you want to make sure that you mix it very well until the sugar is completely dissolved before adding it into the pan. Our next ingredient will be the tamarind concentrate or tamarind paste. This you can get from any Asian market. You may also find it at an Indian market as well. So we're going to be adding 3 teaspoons of this. It is very dark in color. It also can be very messy, so just be careful. It adds a very nice deep color and a tangy flavor as well. So this goes perfect for a sweet and sour sauce. Once you learn how to work with this ingredient, you're gonna love it. The next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of sea salt. And we're also gonna add in 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Last ingredient is just a pinch of cayenne pepper. And you can adjust depending upon your taste buds. If you like something more salty, more peppery, you can, add more or take out depending on your preferences. So always taste and adjust. Even if you're using a recipe, you still want to make sure that you adjust to your likeness. So now we're moving on to the stove and we're going to start actually cooking this recipe. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil to the pan. And my pan is preheated. Now we're just going to go ahead and add in our vegetables. Add them all into the pan at once. And I'm just using my spatula to break up the clusters of onions. And then once I do that, I'm just going to mix the vegetables, make sure that they're coated in the oil. And I also added in about maybe a teaspoon of sea salt just to season the vegetables. At this point, my vegetables are nice and cooked, and I'm going to go ahead and add in the cooked chickpeas. So I cook my chickpeas in large batches, and then I store them in the freezer so that I can take them out in batches as I need them for certain recipes. So I'm just going to add, like I said, the chickpeas to the pan. You want to make sure that you stir them really good, make sure that they're fully cooked and heated throughout, because the next step is just adding in the sauce. So we're going to add in that sweet and sour sauce. We want to make sure that we get every drop in the pan, so you can use a spatula to clean your bowl. Now we're going to bring this to a slight boil, because what I'm going to do, which I didn't show on camera, is I mixed together a spelt flour slurry. So it's just spelt flour and water mixed together to make like a very thin pancake batter, and I mixed that in about maybe 2 tablespoons, and you want to incorporate that into your sauce and mix it around in the dish, and it's going to thicken up and get very smooth, nice and thick, so that it can coat all of the vegetables, and it'll also coat the chickpeas as well. And this is pretty much it. We're done at this point. You can put your lid on and let it continue to heat up, but at this point I would just turn off the stove and get your plates together to start plating. I have prepared this with quinoa. So I'm just adding in my quinoa to my bowl. I'm trying to be a little fancy. So I've added the chickpeas, the sweet and sour chickpeas around the quinoa, added a bit more of the sauce on top. So this was my serving. And this was my husband's serving. Alright guys, so this is the final dish. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy, and make sure that if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, like this video, leave a comment below, make sure that you subscribe, and if you want to know when we're putting out more videos, always hit that notification bell and share this video with your friends. Alright guys, bye.